Hi, welcome to my channel where today we are doing the long anticipated steak vlog. That's right. I've been waiting for steaks to go on sale at Dillon's. I got 3 beautiful ribeyes for $26.52. That's like stealing meat. It's pretty much the same equivalent. First and foremost, I want to dedicate this video to my cousin Paul. This is actually his idea to kind of do this. A couple of months ago, I posted on one of my social media accounts that if you cooked a steak in an air fryer, you needed to unfriend me right away. And then I was challenged, have you tried one? Don't knock it till you try it. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna cook one of these in the air fryer, one of these in a cast iron on the stovetop, and one of these on a charcoal grill. And then we're gonna compare them. I like my steak medium rare. How do you like yours? Comment below how you like yours. And if you say well done, we can't be friends. I'm just gonna say it. I always spank my steaks. I have a list of how to cook each steak until it is medium rare. I have a meat thermometer over there somewhere. And then when they're done, I'm gonna try to get them all done at one time. It's kind of a cooking talent that I have. We're gonna compare a couple of different qualities about them. Which steak is the juiciest? Which steak has the best crust on it? The flavor. I'm not flavoring these with anything fancy, just basic run-of-the-mill salt and pepper. It's a pun. Doneness and any tweaks that I think could or should be made. For the charcoal grill, it's going to be over a hotbed of charcoals on a regular Weber round standard grill. It's our preferred way of cooking steaks at this house. It is my favorite steak, is on the charcoal grill. Maybe one of these other 2 methods will change my mind about that. For the cast iron, I'm gonna heat the pan on high for like 5 minutes. And this is the one that's gonna require the most of my attention because I'm going to turn it about every 30 seconds until it's the medium rare temp. And then the air fryer, I have a Emerald 360 air fryer. I'm sure you've seen the infomercials. Apparently you can cook a good steak in it. So the instructions for that are to preheat it to 400 on air frying, which is the highest it goes. And I'm gonna use the air frying basket for it. Which had French fries in it last night, so I need to clean it. One thing that really already frustrates me about cooking it in the air fryer is that I have to flip it halfway through. And it's kind of that way with everything that you air fry. It has to be flipped. I don't get how it makes anything simpler. A lot of people are bragging about how much they love their air fryers, and I'm just like, I think it's just a glorified toaster oven at the end of the day. I'm gonna go start my fire in a chimney outside for my grill. I'm gonna get my cast iron heated up. I'm gonna get this air fryer heating up. Each steak is supposed to take between 5 and 7 minutes to cook, and then we're gonna rest them. When seasoning, I'm pretty generous with the salt and kind of hold back a little bit on the pepper. Okay, I'll be right back as soon as everything's heated up and we're ready to put these things on their respective heat sources. I did forget to mention a few things before I get started. My steaks are seasoned liberally with salt. Before I put them wherever they're going, I'm gonna pat them dry with a paper towel. The less water that's on the surface, the more you're gonna sear that meat and get a good crust and keep all those juices inside. 2, these steaks have also been sitting out at room temperature for a while. They haven't dropped to room temperature, but they've been sitting out for about probably 45 minutes. That helps reduce cook time. Also, in the cast iron method, I will be adding a tablespoon of butter to the pan before I put the steak in it, because that's what the internet said to do. If you doubt me on patting down those steaks, they are moist, okay? I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna pat the other sides. If I had a fancy cameraman, you could see the close-up of this right now, but you can just trust me. These steaks have released some moisture. We're just about ready to flip the coals out of the chimney. Get this party started. Everything's ready. I'm gonna risk crappy cameramanship. Is that a word? Cameramanship? There's probably a word for it. And I'm gonna put you on a smaller tripod and just kind of take you with me. Take you with me to these places. I hope it doesn't suck. Sometimes I'm wiggly. I've actually, look at that. Oh, the coals just smell so good. I've actually made an executive decision that I'm gonna flip my coals and I'm gonna start the 2 steaks inside. By then the grill should be super hot, and then we can tend to the one on the grill while the other ones rest. And they'll just have an extra few minutes to rest. So let's dump these coals out. I'm always afraid of getting burned. All right. Place this one in my Emerald Lagasse 360 air fryer. I'm sure that's not the full name of it, but until they sponsor me, we got nothing. This is gonna make a mess. It's already a mess in there. Don't judge me. What's the point of cleaning it every day? 5 minutes. 5 minutes there. Then we're going to take another. I have a hot pan. A little butter in there. This pan has been on high for several minutes. Get that butter melted. It's turning brown. It's looking good. I choose you. Okay, she's ready. She's ready. Now that one has to be flipped every 30 seconds. I have a very trusty, maybe not so trusty, meat thermometer. Thankfully, I have a backup meat thermometer. Okay, so we've already been 30 seconds over here on Big Bubba. Third, we're gonna turn. That's just after 30 seconds. Dance party while we wait for our 30 seconds to pass. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Whatever.
What do you think of them? It's hilarious.
It's been 5 minutes. That steak's still raw. It's still mooing. Skeptical. The cast iron steak has been going for about 6 minutes, and it's up to 120 degrees. I'm trying to get it to 130, 135. Oh, we just hit 132. The cast iron steak is done. I do have this one grilling now. It's been on there for 3 minutes. So in 2 minutes, I'm gonna flip it. It smells incredible. I'm sorry you're not here. So the grill steak's just about done. It needs like to go 5 more degrees to get to 130. The air fryer steak is at 16 minutes of cooking now, and it is only 115 degrees, and it doesn't look good. I feel like I should just have mercy on it and just throw it on the grill, but we're here to see this through. It is making sizzling sounds in there, so I guess it's fine. It just doesn't look pretty. Well, the grilled one just came off. It smells divine. That's all I can say about that. We're just still waiting. It's sizzling. Maybe I'll check its temp. Now it has been 18 minutes. And there they are. 18 minutes. 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 grilled, air fried, cast iron. This one, if you count the time to light the grill, get your coals hot, you know, probably half an hour. But it's gonna be a good steak. It's my favorite way to cook steak. This took 20 minutes plus about a 5-minute warm up. It's 25 minutes to cook it. This took 6 minutes in a hot cast iron with a pat of butter. Looks pretty incredible. So now we're going to cut into them, see how done they are. They all made it to 135 degrees. And then we'll taste them. We're gonna put this one back on the grill, I think. It just looks like it doesn't look good, y'all. Well, I'm gonna start with the one that's been done the longest. This one was in the cast iron and it wanted to fall apart when I removed it. It's been sitting here resting the longest too. It has released a lot of its juices and it has probably shrunk up the most out of all three. So I'm just gonna cut right down the middle for us. I think it looks great. I think that is a fair amount of doneness, especially for the center. I would eat that steak. Okay, now we're gonna try the air fryer. This steak hasn't hardly shrunk up at all. I'm questioning if it's even really done. I think maybe like this end right here is done. And some of the fat got crispy. That one's still pretty pink inside, isn't it? I don't know why I'm having such a hard time falling in love with this steak. I'm sure it's fine. And then the grilled one, and there's that one. Kind of tilt them all up here so you can see. I'd say that's a true medium rare in my book. I'd gobble the heck out of that thing. I guess as far as doneness goes, the way that I like a steak, this one. As far as the crust goes, clearly the cast iron wins on the crust. So let's test the flavor. Yes, another Cassie So Sassy video where I'm gonna make you watch me eat. I'm curious, and so I'm going in for air fryer first. Just cut a slice out of the center. Yeah, I'm having a second bite. It's fine. If that's the only way that I had to cook a steak, I suppose that would be perfectly fine. Now the grilled, taken from the same area of the steak, even though I really want this end right here that's so super freaking tender. So this is my grilled steak. There is just something I love about that charcoal flavor. I don't know if it's a childhood thing, like my dad always cooked on charcoal. I'm going in for the tender end because Mr. So Sassy is gonna come home and beat me to it. The cast iron. This one's, I'm gonna trim some of the fat off of it. Garrison, be a lucky dog tonight. Okay, cast iron. I don't want to admit it, but that cast iron steak is incredible. The crust on it just adds so much flavor. Just simple salt and pepper. I think the cast iron is my favorite in all categories. It cooked the fastest. It was pretty juicy. It wasn't the juiciest. I would say the juiciest is the charcoal steak. The crust is the most amazing on it. If you like less crust, charcoal's the way to go. The flavor was just incredible. It's done perfectly for me. Tweaks, any tweaks? Well, In regards to the air fryer steak, I might consider adding some oil to it, maybe finishing it on broil. It took a lot of time. It doesn't taste bad. It just looks really ugly. I think I'm gonna go toss it on the grill. It's still pretty pink on the inside too. So I think this is gonna take a little trip out to the grill and finish it off. I'll just slice it all up and make a baked potato or some mac and cheese. Sounds good. What do you like with your steaks? Kind of feeling like a wedge salad and a little bit of steak and a scoop of mac and cheese. Kraft Dinner Thick and Creamy. Not sponsored. This was a fun video to make. I'm really glad that you've stuck with me for this long. I typically don't like to ruin a steak, especially a ribeye. The fact that these were so majorly on sale just made it a little bit easier to do. And the dog's gonna be happy because I'm gonna trim some fat off of these bad boys. And my husband is gonna be thrilled that there's a ton of steak for him to eat before he goes to work. Do you think of anything else you'd like for me to taste test or cook test? I think we were tossing around doing a local buffalo wing taste test. Would you be interested in watching that? I'm interested in eating that. If you have any ideas, shoot me a message below. Thank you again for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.